What's up YouTube, Rain here, and welcome to Rain's Weekly Gaming News Recap, Episode 5. Haha, I know the episode number now. So thank you for joining today. Today's news is probably going to be a little shorter. First off for today will be the PlayStation Store update from this past Tuesday. The update for this past Tuesday begins with the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection received a free game, Shadow of the Colossus HD. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus HD was free, joining in with Eco from the last month. Other stuff includes a bunch of Activision sales from Black Ops 2, Breach packs, Coyote packs, whatever those packs are, Crash Bandicoot, Deadpool, Dragon's Crown, Fast and Furious, Family Guy, so on. So much sales from Activision. Some new add-ons for like Just Dance, Dynasty Warriors, Dead or Alive, F1. New avatars for God of War. 2 free ones. What else is there? I don't think there's any other big updates to the PlayStation Store other than the release of games like Disgaea D2, Just Dance, Sniper Elite V2 is now on the PlayStation Store, F1 2013, Atomic Ninjas, Battle of Tiles X, Orc Attack, and I already said Atomic Ninjas, which is cross-buy with PS3 and Vita, Malicious Rebirth, and Worms Revolution Extreme. Other bundles released is the Dust 514 Tactical Edition and Dishonored Game of the Year. Otherwise, nothing special. Also, news came out about the Amazing Spider-Man released earlier this year or late last year, I don't remember, for the PlayStation 3 and 360. It was a pretty fun game. I liked it a lot. They just announced it's coming to the PlayStation Vita. They announced it early before Comic-Con, and it is releasing November 19th for $39.99. And I don't know if they're actually adding anything new. They don't really state what's new. Oh, excuse me. Other than you get to use the touchscreen stuff to play with Peter Parker's smartphone. So I think that's great for the Vita fans. Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea swims with the fishes this holiday, officially saying yes, before the holidays, it's coming out. No, they don't have a date. Other than episode 1 you play as Booker, episode 2 you play as Elizabeth. The 2 packs are $14.99 each, or if you have the season pass you get both. And they released the trailer, or not trailer, but the first 5 minutes of episode 1, they released a video of it. So check it out, there'll be a link in the description for it. Patch 1.03 came out for Dragon's Crown, and it stabilizes the online network, gives you an option to hide the triangular character marker, an option to display damage values for controlled characters, and some other minor improvements. The first episode of The Wolf Among Us from Telltale Games has been will be released on PS3 this Tuesday, October 15th. It will be $4.99. The European release date is still pending. The launch trailer is out. The first episode is titled Faith. Episode 2 is Smoke and Mirrors. 3 is A Crooked Mile. 4 is In Sheep's Clothing. And 5 is Cry Wolf. Don't know much about it, except I think it's based off a comic book. I'm not sure. I might try it out. I don't know. We know that the Battlefield 4 beta is now available in the PlayStation Store to everyone. But this update is saying... Oh my god, excuse me. This new update is saying that the new game mode Obliteration has been unlocked for everyone. You'll see some gameplay right here in the background for Obliteration. Starting on, I already told you guys about that last week, the Borderlands 2 loot hunt. Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirrors of Fate HD and Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 demo have gone gold. I've never heard of a demo going gold, but pretty much you'll see both releasing in the next few weeks. I don't remember if I stated last week if Flower will be available on PS4, but it is 1080p, 60 frames per second, full visuals and extra grass details. That is all according to Tim Moss, Director of Technology at Sony Santa Monica. If you pre-order South Park: The Stick of Truth from Amazon.com at the Ubisoft booth, yes, it is Ubisoft, not Ubisoft like I've been saying, Ubisoft. During New York Comic Con, between the 10th and 13th, you'll get a 3-inch Grand Wizard Cartman figure. Okay. Alright, moving along. Senior Director Dominic Guai of Watch Dogs has been quoted as saying, and I quote, "About 95% of missions you can completely stealth through or flee or chase without having to shoot, so it's really player choice driven. There are very few and very limited amount of missions that will force you to kill people." End quote. NeoGAF has found, and they have a thread showing the PS3 current gen version of Watch Dogs, and it is washed out and absolutely horrible and ugly. They got the same scenes showing from the next gen / PC versions, which has absolutely crazy black crush because the monitors weren't, I don't know, the monitors or the camera that picked it up, it was just horrible, but it still looks better. More details and lighting. Yoshida has said that the PS4 Link app for the Vita will be available in the next firmware update for the Vita. So it's a little app to connect to the PS4. Amazon has updated a listing for the Game of the Year edition of The Walking Dead. It comes with all 5 episodes of the first season, the DLC 400 Days, the digital soundtrack, and a behind-the-scenes video, all for $29.99. And it has one of the best box arts I've ever seen. As well with that, Injustice Gods Among Us has gotten an Ultimate Edition announced, coming to PlayStation Vita, PC, 360, PS3, and will be a next-gen exclusive for the PlayStation 4 available at launch. It will include 30 new skins, 6 new characters, and 60 new Star Lab missions. I didn't pick up the game when it first came out. I might get it for the PS4 now, because that's just killer right there. And I loved what they did with Mortal Kombat, their new engine and everything. I like the demo for Injustice, so it seems like a win-win for me in the long run. Enslaved Odyssey to the West is getting a premium edition. Why? I don't know, but it's coming to PS3 and PC. It's by Ninja Theory, and Namco's doing the publishing, and I don't know why, because the first one did, I mean, the original game didn't really get received well. I liked it. I'm pretty sure Neil Druckmann, the creative director of The Last of Us, was the creative director of that. And it explains the similarities in the post-apocalyptic, futuristic, jungle-grown, overtaken New York that they like to go for. I like the game though, it's still fun. Ubisoft has also said constantly that they're making a new Far Cry game. There's more fuel for the fire though. And I wish I could stop yawning randomly like that. But the composer Cliff Martinez, most people know him from the movie Drive, he let it slip in an interview, and I quote, "I'm working on a video game called Far Cry 4. End quote. So take that as you will. I am hyped. I loved Far Cry 3. I enjoyed Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. The Far Cry 3 team is working on Assassin's Creed 4. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for Far Cry 4. Soul Sacrifice has received their final patch, 1.3, which gives 16 new quests which you can get through reading your journal and going underneath forgotten packs. This past Tuesday, Quantic Dreams Beyond Two Souls has launched, and with it, the launch trailer as well. I have a Let's Play of the game ongoing right now, 1 episode a day. I hope you check it out and enjoy it. For reveals, Ubisoft has also announced the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag DLC entitled Freedom Cry, showing how Captain Edward Kenway's quartermaster Adewale came to the life of a brash and brutal pirate. You can get this as part of Assassin's Creed 4's Season Pass, which also encompasses campaign and multiplayer DLC. I don't know how I feel about that right now, but I am truly enticed by them including Avalanche only for PlayStation consoles. What's with all this yawning? Probably because I'm doing this coming home from work. Sorry about that, folks. Octodad Deadliest Catch will be on PS4 after the launch of the PC version, which is coming in January. The team is hoping to make it just a few months after, but with only an 8-person team, it's tough. Earlier I told you about the Battlefield 4 obliteration mode. I forgot to announce how you win is the team that plants the bomb 3 times at the enemy base wins, and there's only one bomb at a time, and it's hectic as you can see in the background. You have to try it out. I enjoy it a lot more than Domination and Conquest. Available at the launch of LEGO Marvel Superheroes will be an Asgard DLC pack, and it will include 8 playable characters featured in Thor: The Dark World. No price has been announced. On the PlayStation blog, some new news has come out. One of them is talking about the game Daylight on PS4, and the blog post is entitled "The Power of the Unknown." In it, they have an interview with Andre Maguire, who works for Zombie Studios, and they're developing the hardcore horror titled Daylight. And Zombie Studios, you might know, is making Blacklight Retribution, also for PS4. They're using the Unreal Engine 4, and they had this huge Q&A going about what's like developing for PS4, the opportunities they get that you can't get anywhere else, their current state of horror games and how do they see it, and using a cell phone during gameplay. They're working with Jessica Chobot. I don't remember her name. You know, used to be on IGN. She was in Mass Effect 3. And they said their favorite horror games are Silent Hill, System Shock, and the original Bioshock. So that's great to hear, in my opinion. Check it out. I'll have a link in the description of this video to the blog post. And as well, they have a talk with PS4 designer Tetsusumi, who, in the name of the article title is "Every Angle Matters." And there's been a lot of talkings about PS4 and its angular design. And there's always 2 parts to a system: the interior and exterior. Mark Cerny did the exterior. Tetsusumi did the interior. He's the chief designer of the UX platform design group and responsible for the external appearance. And they got some quotes from him, you know, like, "When we started the product design, we didn't start by thinking about what the shape would be. It was more about how we're going to create a new brand identity." And he said it's totally different to how PS4, his first concept was totally different to the end game, but his core philosophy remained consistent. And it's clearly evident in the bold, striking lines and contours of the final design. He wanted to make something simple for the living room, and sometimes products are too exaggerated. It should be simple, it was his thinking. And he wanted to make sure the machine looked good from every angle, not just from the front, but they wanted to make it look good on its belly or upright in its stand. You're looking at it from the side or from behind. It's not just horizontal, it's not just vertical. You think about it in a 360-degree view, the reverse should be beautiful as well, which it does. And they talked about getting the PS2 DNA in the PS4 look, which was blatant. And there's some other stuff. It's not too much of a big blog post. I would say you should check it out. I have a description. I have the link in the description, sorry. Some other news, just a few left. TMZ is reporting that rapper Daz Dillinger and his lawyer have sent a cease and desist letter to Rockstar and Take-Two that says his songs Seawalk and Nothing But the Cabot Hit were used within Grand Theft Auto V, despite them turning down an offensively low offer of $4,271 for both songs. That was their quote, offensively low to 2 songs. That's their quote. Dillinger and his lawyers are demanding that Rockstar and Take-Two either make them a better offer or recall and destroy all unsold copies of the game, and they have given a 14-day deadline. I think they are absolutely stupid, but they're negotiating. They want that money. Rockstar will not destroy those copies. They'll probably just pay him what he wants. And a LinkedIn page has been found and has since been edited, but costume designer Karen Brackenridge stated that she is a costume designer for the video game Resident Evil 7 between November last year to January this year. So Resident Evil 7 is in development. I'm excited. I feel I'm one of the only people to enjoy Resident Evil 6. I enjoyed 5. And I enjoyed 4. I enjoyed them all, but I really did enjoy 6. And I need to try Revelations still. So I'm hyped. Can't wait for more from 7. And that is about it, guys, for news for this week. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Oh, yes I am. 2 big news. 3, really. The first one is Battlefield 4 will not include Platoons at launch. It will be coming early next year. They didn't really give a reason why, other than they had more important stuff to deal with. You know, they're developing a game for 5 systems, new engine, and they had to sacrifice some stuff at launch, and this is one of them. The other news is, meanwhile, Call of Duty Ghosts will have an in-game clan system from the start, and you can now pre-register your clan name now until October 25. First come, first serve. And they have a trailer showing it, and I'll have a trailer in the description of this video. Check that out. And the last bit of news is Call of Duty Ghosts will be using dedicated servers for all systems, not just Xbox One. The Xbox One will be using Microsoft's proprietary cloud system, the Azure, but they will have their own dedicated servers for the 360, PS3, PS4, and PC. So that's great for Call of Duty fans, but I must warn you that does not mean the online is fixed. Dedicated servers just means there will be no connecting to a host, no host advantage. There will be a system, a PS3 will be utilized as the host. And no one will be playing off it and be using their own proprietary big server connection, whatever. And there can still be bad coding, netcodes. And a bad netcode will ruin any game regardless if you have dedicated servers or not. A good example, Battlefield 3 runs on dedicated servers but has bad netcoding. Horrible netcoding. While Bad Company 2 had laggy servers, but the netcoding was great. So it depends on the game. So wait till it comes out. Do not automatically assume it's going to be a lag-free game or a great hit detection. Don't assume it. Just wait it out and try it out, maybe through a demo or rental. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click the like button to help my channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment on your thoughts on the news of this week. And until then, guys, take care. Stay frosty.